Afternoon, Outliers. How y'all doing today? Thanks so much for coming live to the Outlier Trading Room. We have a couple of people here. Colin is here already. Hey, bud. Glad you're here. Glad to see you on the stream. Goron is here. Goron is awesome. I appreciate y'all coming. Yes, so we stream every weekday, weeknight, apparently where you are, at this exact time right now. Unless for some reason I'm unavailable, and that does happen every once in a while. I'm a human too. Give me a break. Donna, good to see you. Speaking of, y'all should start planning your calendars. I actually will be out starting on June 4th. You know what? Let's just make it that whole week. So let me share my screen. Start making plans. I will be out this week here. So that's June 2nd through the 8th, followed by the week after that. So we will conclude on May 31st, and then I will not see you again until June 17th. I'm taking a 2-week vacation out of the country. This is the first time we're taking my my two sons out of the country. They are 12 and 9. So I feel like they're at a good age where they can like take it in, right? Because my wife and I, before we had kids, we loved to travel. We thought it was so much fun. And, you know, earlier this year we went to Disney World, which was on spring break, and honestly, a total disaster by being on spring break. And so I've already planned for next year. We're going to be out in February because the crowds are just be so much less there. And then we can really enjoy it, right? But yeah, we're heading out of the country. We are actually going to Scotland. And we're going to Ireland. So we're going to do a week in each of those places. Donna is here. Colin says he needs to catch up. Watch channel. Good to see you. Goran says it's 9:15. I'm glad you stay up late, my friend. I'm already in bed by 9:15. I go to bed early. Sebastian, good to see you. He didn't know it was every night. Well, here we are. He lives in the UK. I do now. Yes, I'll be more involved. Very, very cool. Okay, so I want to first start with a question that came as a YouTube comment. So this came from Bob Upgood. Bob, leave some comments. Bob, join in on the Discord, my friend. That will be a lot easier for you. Young man, I'm 38. Young man. Could you kindly explain the under 50 and the under the 50 and under the 10, or point to a previous video? I will be glad to explain that, Bob. So Bob is asking about my trend criteria. Now, I didn't come up with this. Steve Burns taught this specifically to me, and these are the only moving averages on my chart. So pop it over in the PowerPoint here. This is what he's talking about. So generally, if I'm looking to go long on a stock or on an index, I'm looking to see the 10 over the 20 with price over the 50. And the reverse is true. If I'm looking to go short, the 10 under the 20, price under the 50. What does that mean? Let's take 30 seconds and explain it. So on my screen are 3 moving averages. That's all I look at. It's the 10 period moving average is blue. The black is 20. So 10 days average price, 20 days average price, 50 days average price. That's all you got to know, right? 10, 20, 50. Now, we have a short term, intermediate term, long term. That's how they work together, right? Short, intermediate, long term. I do have this cheat sheet in there if you want to look at it with the 10-day, the 20-day, and the 50-day. What did they all mean? But you don't need that right now. When the 10 is over the 20, mathematically speaking, price is trending upward. It is not up for debate. Price is trending upward. It's not a theory. It's not an assumption. It's not anything except math. I love some math, right? So even when it has some rocky days, when the 10 is over the 20, price is over the 50, it's moving up. But then there are times when the 10 crosses under the 20. So when the 10-day average is now under the 20-day average, right? So that mathematically means price is moving down. And then you get to points like this where it's under the 50. Now, I actually 100% would have considered this to be a green light to starting to go short. And most likely I did at that time. And we can't predict if it is going to bottom and reverse like this. There's no possible way to know that. But it's very obvious when you know what you're looking for, and everyone in the trading room has seen it themselves, it's very obvious. When moving averages start to break, things start to go haywire, right? Things start to go sideways. Oh, I shouldn't say sideways, because I don't mean sideways on the chart. I mean, things start to go wrong. So you can see this whole time, the trend criteria 10, 20, 50 has never been broken, right? Even on these dates here, the crossovers didn't happen. It did close under the 50 here, but it wasn't crossed over. And this was starting in March of 2023. It went up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Then we get these crossovers here. And you can see things are not as easy as they used to be. And then the cracks start to show, and we see some real sell-off action here, right? Until we form a bottom in October. And that bottom in October was a very solid bottom that ricocheted forward. And wouldn't you know, right there on the chart, I didn't even have these at that time. Right there on the chart, if you look, is a order block. Order blocks are these really cool things that I put on my charts, and here's my settings for them real quick. You can just take a screenshot of this at your leisure. Get out of your way. Just take a screenshot of that at your leisure and add that to your charts, because it is super cool. The first time, or it may not be the first time, but as it comes down into this order block right here, order blocks are institutional big orders that are just waiting to be filled. And when price comes down into that area, it can get filled and can act as support. And as it did right here, rocket shipped up. Now, that had been sitting there waiting to be filled from May 12th of 2023. So it sat there from May to October. The first time price came down to here, those orders got filled, and goodbye, rocket ship up. So now we're on the other end of this, right? We're seeing moving averages break. We're seeing crossovers happen. You've got the 10, 20, 50 now broken to the downside, and you're looking right at an order block right here. So this is my interpretation of what I think is going to happen. And I'm going to leave this on the charts. And I'm not a fortune teller, but I can read charts. I'm good at that. Watch this. This is what I think is going to happen. I could be totally wrong, but this is what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to see price meander down to the order block level. Okay. I think we're going to see price meander down to here. I wouldn't like shoot it straight down. I'd say give it a couple more days. Let's give it 5 days. It's going to hit this level, and it's going to do exactly what it did here. It's going to hit. It's going to cross back up. Everyone's going to think everything is awesome again, and then the real bottom is going to fall out. That's what I think is going to happen. So if I had to draw that on the chart, I would draw it like this. Probably up to 510. Just to get everyone complacent, like, oh, okay, never mind, everything's fine. And then that's when the big sell-off comes. Now, I'll leave this on here because I want to see how it reacts. But this is what I'm thinking. And I'm basing that on the fact that we are staring right at an order block coming up real soon. And I think we're seeing, we haven't seen the fear set in, right? The real fear set in just yet. In fact, we can jump into OVTLYR and go to the SPY fear and greed real quick. We're not even close to seeing real fear yet. Once we see real fear on this side, I think it's real big going down. I think that's gangbusters at that point. I mean, look at that. We're still in the green zone. We're still in the green greed zone in OVTLYR, right? I mean, we haven't even touched fear. Fear looks like it did in 2022, right? You remember 2022? It just felt like the market couldn't go up, right? Every day it was going down and going down. And I've talked to so many people who said they had no idea how to keep their risk in check, and they lost so much money in 2022. right? That's what fear looks like. We're not even close to that yet. But I think once we break through this level here, get ready. So anyway, let's follow the plan, because that's the objective here, is working through our trading plan every day, because we got all kinds of cool stuff that we could be doing. So let's take a look at it. All right, welcome to the OVTLYR Trading Room. This is how to trade only 10 minutes a day and exactly how to take the guesswork out of trading. Now, I am a partner with OVTLYR, and this is my style of trading by using OVTLYR, but OVTLYR delivers you new opportunities every single day. So let's take a look here. Like I say, 10 over the 20, price over the 50. Well, I should say 10 under the 20 with price under the 50. Going to the SPY, it's exactly what I have here. 10 is under the 20, price is under the 50. Totally, no doubt about it. So because of that, I'm only going to trade in the direction of the market. So the next step is right here. So I'm going to grab today's buy and sell signals from OVTLYR, actually just sell signals, on the bear list. Now we have 29 on the bear list today and 2 on the bull list today. I was talking to Mahesh earlier today, and we're going to have a graphic that goes somewhere. I think we had discussed it's going to go somewhere on this screen here, and it's going to show you over time how many stocks are on the bull and how many are on the bear list. It looked pretty cool. I don't know when that update is coming, but I think that's pretty interesting. So going to the bear list, and I like to filter my overlays for a downtrend only. Okay, I'm not going to start shorting anything that's still going up. And you can go back to all the trading rooms I said right here. I said, do not get in the way of this market. If it's going up, it's going up, and just let it go up. Don't get in its way. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to ride the wave. Where's my list here? So these are the ones that are with a red overlay. Red meaning downtrend, just like this here. And a sell signal today. So I'm going to copy only the April 17th. I'm going to do a quick filter for the share volume, because I only want to trade liquid stocks. So I only look at stocks with more than 1 million shares traded, which is just these 4. So I'm going to take those 4. I'm going to drop them in a trend spider in my short list. Okay. Now, of these 4, I've mentioned it before, I am a snob when it comes to stocks. I only trade stocks that are above $20. 1, 2, 3 of the 4 of them are under $20. So I'm not interested in those. So I'm not even going to be looking at them. Brian says, hey, what's up? One can say I'm late. Goran, why don't you take to scanner sell from yesterday, day before? Oh, that's a good question. Why not take yesterday's? Why not take yesterday's trades? Totally could, my dude. Totally could. In fact, let's go do that. Let's pull April 16 and April 15 too. I think I have to load more, and then I'm gonna have to refilter again. Just a second. Oh, no, it stayed filtered. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, so I'll pull everything that's April 15th up to today. That's not a bad idea, Goran. Not at all. So that gives us 17. So I'm going to do that again. And then I'm going to run my scanner. So my scanner is really simple. It's just checking that the price is in the direction of the trend. There's no order blocks in the way. There's no earnings in the next 3 days. So if I run that, so it's looking through these lists right here. So we got a handful. So now the next step is to do a double backtest. So I do a trend spider backtest and an OVTLYR signals backtest. You can get my backtesting criteria inside the Discord. Just go over here to the how to trade in 10 minutes section. And it's just that right there. It's super simple. It's just, is it above or under the 10 period moving average? And does it have positive expectancy? Since there's only a handful, we can just do all of them one at a time. So I'm going to pull up the strategy tester. I'm going to hit my OVTLYR theory short. I'm going to hit run. Now I'm looking for one number on this screen, and it's this one right here. If this shows me positive expectancy, I'll continue forward. If it shows me negative expectancy, like this one here, I'm not interested, so I'll keep on going. So that was negative 15. This is negative 50. This is taking its time. And Goran, to answer your question, why not go longer? Honestly, the deal is I want to be looking at what the sell signals are today. Sometimes, like today, there's none that come through. So I don't mind taking a look a couple days back to see if anything else has popped through. But at what point do we have a limit, right? Do I go 5 days and then 6 and then 7 and 8? Of course, we can keep going on and on, but I do try and focus on just today. But on a day where I don't have any, I don't mind just pulling in a couple extra days and see if anything comes through. Again, another negative. And another. And now Tesla's going to be negative too. So what does that tell me? It tells me that all of these stocks right here that pass through the charts using my personal criteria. Remember, this is my style of trading using OVTLYR, right? I'm not saying that this is the only way to do it. This is just my style of trading. My style of trading has a negative expectancy on all of these going short. And because of that, I wouldn't take any of these, right? I need the math in my favor. I need the odds ever in my favor, as they would say in the Hunger Games. And here there is none for me, right? There could be some for you, but for me, there's not. So I won't be putting on any trades today. But I am keeping an eye on the market, right? These lower lows every day are definitely concerning. And I do absolutely believe we're going to hit a really strong bounce at this point here. But I don't trade bounces. I only trade with the trend, and I'm only going to be trading with the outlier signals. So for me today, I don't have any trades to put on, and that is totally normal. That didn't work out for most of those in the Hunger Games. Well said, Brian. And this is definitely something to keep in mind. I know we're all excited to get new trades on. I know we're all excited to be using OVTLYR, but you always have to keep in mind cash is a trade. Cash is a very viable trade. And right now, my trade is cash. Just holding it, waiting for something to come to me. One of the market wizards is quoted as saying, wait on the sidelines until it's just like shooting fish in the barrel, right? Or it's like just picking candy up in the corner on the floor, right? You're just waiting for the right moment, and then you go in. And a day like today, I don't have anything that sets up for me, so I'm going to continue to hold cash. So that's going to cover it for today. Brian says, excitement is an unnecessary emotion for trading. That's really well said, Brian. Gold star of the day. In OVTLYR news, we are in the process of building up the affiliate program, so that will be coming really soon. We're going to have a really cool share feature inside of OVTLYR. I talked to Mahesh, and I'm like, listen, I can do some really cool stuff in TrendSpider. I can click this little camera, and it takes a picture of everything on TrendSpider for me. And this is tagged to my affiliate ID. I don't have to do anything other than share this link out, and it's already tagged to my affiliate ID. We're going to be making something like that for OVTLYR. So whenever you see something cool in OVTLYR, you can just share it with one click, and it'll be tagged to your affiliate ID. And I really highly encourage you, if you're excited about OVTLYR and you believe in it and you are enjoying the process, to just sign up to be an affiliate and share. Because I'm still getting paid month after month for things I did years ago. I'm going to continue to be paid month after month for years from now because I just thought it was some cool stuff that I'd shared out. So I definitely highly recommend that when the affiliate program comes out, everyone sign up for it. Also, we are going to be asking for some reviews, especially if you've had some really cool trades lately that have gone really well. I know Goran's had a couple. Other people have shared their success stories. We would really like if you could pull up your phone and take a quick video, right? It doesn't have to be professional at all, like TikTok style, right? Oh man, this is an awesome thing. I used it and I made this much, right? We want to share those and showcase those and show who's actually using the platform. So we're going to be asking for some of those here in the near future, and we will reward you. Anytime you send us a a review, we want to send you something in the mail as a token of our appreciation. So all of that coming in the near future. But as you all know, we try every single day to make OVTLYR as a product better for you. And we always want to hear your feedback. So thank you so much for coming to today's OVTLYR Trading Room. Colin, we'll be right back here tomorrow at the same time. My oldest son is named Colin as well. Spell it 2 L, Collin. So I say you're in good company there. I will be right back here tomorrow. Talk soon.